thanks for tuning in to Girl Talk here on the CW57. We are happy to have you and share this amazing place. We are filming at the Buckingham Inn right next to Camp Randall. It's a beautiful bed and breakfast. Later we're going to talk with Bella Domicile. They recently remodeled, kind of from like the floorboards to the ceiling, from the window to the wall. Everything has been redone, and it's incredible.
Well, if it used to have college students, you had to totally redo it anyway, I'm sure.
Right. I can't even imagine.
It's just steps away from Camp Randall too, so that's pretty amazing to have a bed and breakfast like this so close. And it's so different from a hotel experience.
Yeah, with football coming right around the corner, I mean, get your parents in here when they come to town to visit you.
I imagine those weekends book pretty quick too.
Oh, I bet.
Have you looked at the rooms? The rooms are amazing.
I love the Varsity's my favorite. I mean, they're all beautiful.
Right.
They are. We're gonna have a tour for you later in the show, so stay tuned for that. We also have Tori Penn, the handsome diet doctor of Madison, diet doc of Madison. He's gonna teach us or tell us just a little bit about cardio and what's
lifting
important
and why you need the balance.
I'm pretty excited for that segment.
Yeah.
So every time I try and go to the gym, you know when you're at the gym, like, okay, I've got this, I'm gonna be really good, I'm running, I'm lifting. So when you're there, you're happy to be there.
Right.
It's the sitting at home like,
I don't wanna go.
I gotta put on my shoes and get in the car and
get there. And not be distracted
it's
by
getting there.
Restaurant beforehand.
That's where Nike's slogan, just do it.
Comes in.
Exactly. Don't think, by the time you think it through, you could have been there.
Well, it's been so nice outside too, so getting that cardio in outside has been really easier for me, I guess, with volleyball underway. And then we also have Sue Duncan from Odana Antiques. What a great lady.
She's always so fun and has the craziest items.
She's going to tell us
fun to learn what's new.
Got in there for summer.
You know, even if you're not into antiques or vintage items, that store is so fun to go in. You know, take someone with you and you'll take a trip down memory lane. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I remember that. Or my grandma had that. Or I remember that toy or whatever.
It's so funny that you said that, Jenna. Okay, so you guys tell me what you think about this, because it's kind of I don't know, kind of a weird topic. So I went and saw a medium yesterday.
Really?
And I've always wanted to, and there was one that was actually located in Cambridge, this wonderful woman named Melanie. And it kind of, once I heard about her, it started all to like come together. The universe was sending me signs, I like to think. And I connected with my grandmother. And she was telling me about all of these possessions that I own of hers. I mean, really things that only my grandmother knew.
I'm getting like the goosebumps.
Wow,
just
that's
about
crazy.
that.
It was awesome. It was an hour-and-a-half experience, and I didn't do any of the talking. And it was, I mean, there was a few other people that came
And if
through
you knew,
for
at
me
least
as
that's
well.
really rare.
Yeah, to not do any of the talking. KJ, have you ever done anything like that? Have you been interested? What do you?
I think it's really intriguing.
Right.
But I have not.
Have you seen that show, Long Island Medium?
Yeah, it makes me cry every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be
sobbing.
She'll be in the grocery store and she's like feeling someone.
She does that. She does that like.
Oh yeah.
Do you notice that she does that with her lips and like she's getting like nervous, like a spirit's here.
Yeah.
I need to find the person. I like always notice those little tics that people have.
I went to list a house once, and the tenant there like was a psychic apparently.
Okay.
And she just started telling me things as I'm taking pictures that like I might like real estate, but I'm gonna go back to school. I'm like, that is not happening. But I suppose, so that was like, I'm not gonna pay for that. But if you connected with your grandmother, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, there was a few people that I was hoping for, and they came through.
Were you like, Grandma, shut up?
Oh.
Did you write down some of the things
Well,
that she said?
she asked me to come with a few names prepared. But I gave them to her as I was there, so it's not like she Googled them or how they had passed or anything like that. But it was really incredible. Maybe we should get her on the show sometime.
That would be awesome.
Always interesting.
All right, well, stay tuned for more Girl Talk. We've got more exciting things coming up right here at the Buckingham Inn, Bread and Breakfast. Stay tuned for more Girl Talk here on the CW57. Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We're here at the beautiful Buckingham Inn, downtown Madison. Later, we're going to check out how the Bella Domicile has remodeled their place. But right now, we're here with Sue Duncan from Odana Antiques, one of my favorite guests because you always have such awesome things to talk about.
Thank you.
So what is new? What's up there?
Well, it's amazing to be here because this is the perfect setting to talk about antiques in. We're springing into summer, so in Wisconsin that means lots of different sporting related activities. We have, oh my God, tennis rackets and golf clubs and oars from paddles from canoes, oars from boats. Everything summer related you can think of, some great motel chairs and some really cool wrought iron patio sets. So summer is here.
Great
say
stuff
motel
to
chairs?
decorate.
That you'd see like in front of Route 66, you'd be kind of hanging out in front of the room, you know?
Sure.
Motel chairs.
Do not ever know what's going to be in store with you.
That is true. That is true.
Well, why don't you tell us what the current hot sellers are?
Summer related. Believe it or not, seashells. Anything ocean related. So we're looking at a lot of floats and driftwood and sea related paintings and fishing nets. Then we're back to our old standards of typewriters, reels that film would go on, cameras, and ball jars are still hot in summer windows.
Yeah, of course.
What are still hot?
Ball jars. Those big blue canning jars that you could put daisies coming out of or candles in them. People use them a lot for
Yeah, I don't
weddings.
think those are going out of style anytime
No,
soon.
I don't think so either.
Love the color on those. So you had a flea market.
We tried to have a flea market. The weather did not cooperate.
Oh,
So we're having
oh.
another one. On June 28th, the store will open at 8 o'clock early. There's a lot of things on sale inside the store. Last year we had a hot dog cart and a canoe, in addition to a plethora of antiques.
How fun.
A canoe. Okay. So join us on the 28th at 8 o'clock. We've got a lot of cool stuff.
So the 28th is a
Sunday.
Sunday. I was going to say Saturday.
What a great day, yeah.
Well, we can't interfere with grass ceiling,
Of course.
you know.
That's true.
Well, we've got all of these teens who've just graduated. They're coming down to Madison. They're finding their first apartments. They're checking into their dorms. What do you have available there to help furnish them?
A ton of items that are inexpensive, well built and quality. I just had a young mom in and she was looking for something for her daughter who got her first apartment. Really cool retro table, under $200. Really sturdy. Kid loved it because it was fun and funky. Mom loved it because it was reasonable.
Yeah,
So a lot
absolutely.
of things.
My niece is a freshman at the university, and she loves vintage items too. So I got to get her in your store.
You got to get her in our store.
So, when you get items in that have been repainted or repurposed, does it lessen their value at all?
You know, you hear that on the Antique Roadshow, and if you have an item that's of the quality of Antique Roadshow, don't touch it. If you have grandma's 100-year-old dresser and you think it would look much better in gray than in mahogany, definitely. We've got chalk paint, it's easy to use, it goes on well, and if you don't like the color, repaint it again.
How do you tell the difference if you have an item that's of like an antique roadshow?
Quality item.
Yeah.
A lot of people come in with them. We have a woman who does valuations, but we're always happy to look and say, no, you can safely go ahead and alter that piece. You're not
Okay,
destroying
so check with
history.
you first.
Check with someone who knows first.
You got that?
Yeah.
And so we could bring it into
You can bring
or
it
you
into
would-
us. Yeah, we're happy to look.
Okay, all right. Our favorite question,
Weirdest thing in the store?
weirdest thing in the store.
Let's see. A blade from a windmill. An
One
old
blade?
One blade. Old horse head made out of course, soldered horseshoes or welded horseshoes.
Wow,
Some
that
cool
must be so
barrel
cool.
chairs. They're new, but they have a fabulous look out of galvanized aluminum. And
Are those the chairs that
yes, that
I got
you
to
took
check out
pictures
these
of.
chairs? I was trying to think of what you'd call them. They reminded me of the big bins that you'd bob for apples and what are they called?
Well, he's calling them barrel chairs.
Barrels.
But they
But
look
it's
like
metal.
they're metal. They're
Like a
galvanized
metal
aluminum.
tub chair. Very
Yeah.
cool. Very
Yeah.
cool looking. In fact, when I was looking at them, this other woman came over and she's like, "Oh, that looks kind of cool." So we were competing. No,
Things
okay.
go
So,
fast.
And
so my idea. Now, I think the most unusual item was this Northwest Airlines flight status board.
that was cool. That was
Everyone
very
must
cool.
have one of those, right?
Right, use it as an in and out board at home. Arrivals, departures, it could work.
Seriously, I saw that. I'm like, boy, that's going to go to a really unique home.
That could be fun.
Yeah, you got to stop in there soon so you get it first.
That's true. That's
Sue,
true.
thank you so much for
Sure,
being
my
here.
pleasure.
It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more Girl Talk. We've got Tori Penn coming up next, our favorite diet doctor of Madison.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We have got Tori Penn, the diet doc here. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it as always.
Gonna answer all of our workout questions in health and fitness. So I've got a question. Is there a perfect rep range for when I'm lifting?
Right. There's actually no ideal, like you only want to hit in this set in certain rep ranges. There's basically 3 rep ranges that you always want to try to hit. 1 through 5 rep ranges where it's a real struggle to even just get 5. That's where you're going to build the strength that you're going to need. Then you have your next rep range is 6 to 12. That's where you're going to build your muscle phase. And then anything reps higher than that is going to be like the endurance. So that's going to give you that extra cardio sort of, if you as will, to sort of get through your sets 1 through 5 or your sets 6 through 8. So ideally, you always want to sort of, it's easier, better to start off with a strength exercise first, an exercise for 1 to 5 reps, then move to a couple exercises for 6 to 12 rep range, and then finish off with the higher rep ranges to sort of complete your workout. So you hit a broad spectrum of all the different categories.
Does it depend on like how heavy or how much you're lifting?
Basically like your compound exercises, so exercises that you're going to do for your legs, your chest, your back, your shoulders, those are always really good ones that you want to use a lot of the strength with. So the 1 through 5, the 6 to 8, your arms, side shoulders, the back shoulders, those kinds it's better to hit in the higher rep range. They don't need that 1 through 5 as much. It's a little easier on the joints, but you're still going to get the good effects from that higher rep range.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So I personally need to start doing a lot more cardio than I currently do. But what type of cardio would you say is the best?
There, again, you see some that say, high intensity interval sprinting is just the best and that's all you need. And then you see others that say, you just need low intensity walking is the best. And there isn't a perfect one. They each have their pros and have their cons. So in an ideal thing, it's sort of have a good mixture. So again, the high intensity stuff, if you're really going all out, 2 to 3 times a week is pretty much all that you really should be able to do that, handle that for your central nervous system and recovery. So again, throwing in a session of that a week or so, and then having another session or 2 of, a nice walk or a nice bike ride or elliptical or something else where you keep your heart rate a little lower, but you go for a longer duration, 45, 60 minutes or so, where your high intensity is, a short burst, 10 to 15 seconds, rest for 40 seconds, a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, however long it takes you to full recover, and then do that again for 5 rounds, 6 rounds, and then you're done. So it's a lot shorter, effective 15-minute workout tops, and you're still getting a lot of great benefit from it, but the low intensity also has a great benefit too. So you don't want to just stick to only low intensity or stick to high intensity, you want to have a mixture of it.
Yeah, that sounds like a balance is everything in moderation or everything in balance.
Balance is key in everything. There is not one true way of doing every single thing. If there was, we'd all be doing it. So again, it's find what's important. If somebody really loves low intensity walking, they're getting your results from it, great. If somebody really likes that higher intensity stuff and they get that 2 or 3 times a week and they'd much rather do that and they're limited more on time, then that's another great, idea too.
I think the best one is just the one that you're actually going to do.
Exactly. enjoy it first. I mean, again, if you like kickboxing, if that really gets your heart and you love it, then do it. Don't do something that you dread doing because you're going to wind up hating it and it's just going to become more of a nuisance than anything.
This high intensity thing today.
Exactly.
Go for a walk.
Exactly.
So, can you just do cardio? Is that okay?
A lot of times more with like the female population, we think, oh, I just want to get cardio and that's how I want to get in shape. Well, the only problem with cardio is that you have to build muscle, and you can't build muscle. And the problem with women that think that building muscle is that they're going to get big and they're going to get bulky.
Right.
And the problem is that you're not going to get that. What you're going to do is replace, let's say, the flabby arms. All you're going to do is you're going to sculpt. You're going to turn that fat into muscle. You're going to stay the same size, and then you're going to lean up. You're going to sculpt that muscle. And the degree that you sculpt it is going to be more on your nutrition and cardio. So if you don't want veins coming out and all this, then you don't go to an extreme level of cardio and extreme level of nutrition. You just sort of say, hey, this is where I'm good at. But you need that heavy resistance training to build that muscle, especially for women, for bone density, osteoporosis as we get older and things like this. So you need that high resistance training.
Absolutely makes sense.
So how important, we've only got a little bit of time left, but how important is nutrition if you're working out and killing it?
Nutrition is obviously always going to be key. Your first thing is resistance training. Then you have your nutrition, and then you supplement with your cardio. So again, you necessarily can't outwork a bad a cardio. You can't say, oh, I want to eat pizza every single night, so I'm going to do a ton of cardio. It can only go so far.
Right.
So again, your nutrition still has to be key, but if you want to indulge a little extra one night, sure, a little additional cardio is not gonna hurt.
Just help.
Exactly.
Again, moderation and rounding it all out.
Exactly.
It all works together.
Definitely.
Cool. Well, thank you. You've answered some really important questions for us today.
I appreciate it.
So thank you so much, Tori. Come right back. We're going to have more Girl Talk at the Buckingham Inn Bed and Breakfast, remodeled by Bella Domicile. Don't miss it. Come back.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. This is our final segment today, and we have a very special segment for you. If you know someone that likes to go to the Badger games at Camp Randall, maybe they're from out of town, need a place to stay, you're definitely going to want to listen in on this. We are at the Buckingham Inn, which is just literally steps away from Camp Randall. And even better, we have one of the owners here, Heidi Nottbaum. And with us, we have one of our favorite lead designers from Bella Domicile, who helped remodel and design some of the interior here at the inn. So welcome, thank you for having us here. I did take that little tour and it's amazing. The pictures online are a little something, but you really need to see it in person. You've done amazing things with this place. So let's talk about the history. Tell us about this home and tell us about it a little bit.
The building was built in 1911 as a 3-flat apartment building, and over the years it housed many people from the university, but most especially a lot of University of Wisconsin students. In 2006, our son was living here, and we dropped him off one time, and I said to Tom kiddingly, "Oh, let's buy it. We could turn it into our dream bed and breakfast." Well, I was kidding and he wasn't, and we did some research and thought about its location, and we love the location being so close to the University of Wisconsin, but also in the Madison or the University Heights Historic District, so we bought it. And after a year of renovations, we have the inn open now, and the craftsmanship was noted by the Madison Historic Preservation Trust, and we just received in May a preservation award from them.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you.
That's amazing, and it shows. It really does
Oh,
show.
it's incredible. It's really, really neat. So Dondi, what were your thoughts when Tom and Heidi came to you with the idea for the bed and breakfast project?
Well, probably the first thing is I've never done a bed and breakfast, so totally exciting. But then pretty early in the conversation, I had asked them, well, who's your general contractor on the project? And they said, well, we're considering going to be the general contractors. And I was like, whoa, really? Okay. So we even talked about some of the pros and cons, but I have to say, it's been their passion to do this, and it's just amazing the level of detail. They pretty much gave up full years of their life, each of them, to do this full time, and it really shows in just all the attention to detail. And I think that is why you're receiving an award and why you have such a beautiful finished project.
How incredible to just follow your dream and make it happen. It's a gorgeous result.
It's amazing that
Very
we are
cool.
doing this.
Very inspirational.
Yeah, it's been quite a commitment, but it's definitely paid off. Let's talk about the historic part a little bit. What were some of the features in the home that were important to you to hang on to and preserve?
Well, the mechanicals had reached the end of their life, so we knew that had to be redone. And we thought we were going to save the woodwork, but it was painted pine, and trying to remove it, it just broke in pieces. So all the woodwork now is new as everything, but the woodwork is repurposed or styled in the original style. The wood floors, most of them are new. There are a few rooms that we had to get new maple flooring. The staircases, both of them are original. Fireplaces are original. And the beams that go between the dining and living room are original. The outside is all the same, except it's just been painted, and at least 125 tubes of caulk in the outside.
Wow.
So cool. So Heidi, tell us about the rooms in the inn. Are there any themes, and what amenities do you offer?
Yes, we have, the Buckingham Inn has 3 guest suites, the Mendota Suite, the University Suite, and the Varsity Suite. The Mendota Suite's on the first floor. It is handicap accessible. The colors are dark blues, pictures of Mendota Lake. University Suite on the second floor is pictured with iconic UW buildings and the Varsity Suite on the second floor is our largest and most deluxe suite.
That's the one I want.
It has a fireplace. It has a sitting porch where you can see Camp Randall.
That's the part I like. Yeah.
And the largest bathroom, and of course that's decorated with Badger Sports memorabilia. All the rooms, though, have king or queen beds, fine linens, large tiled bathrooms with a jetted tub, and the showers have body sprays and rain shower features.
And you said that each room has their own controls for heating and cooling too.
Correct.
Amazing.
Correct.
Now I have looked at these rooms, and the thing I kept thinking is, wow, they're so spacious. I guess I think of homes downtown as kind of cramped or dark, and it's not like that at all.
I think part of it is because it's a prairie-style building, and those homes were designed to be large rooms, not cut-up little rooms.
Yeah. So Dondi, what were some of your challenges in your design work here?
Well, because this has to function almost as, they have to have a commercial kitchen. Tom and Heidi also live on the upper floor, so they needed a kitchen up there, but their needs were different up there. Then they need a functioning bathroom. They needed a laundry and storage space. So it was getting to the core purpose of each additional space. We've got some really unique, it's a 100-year-old house, so if you don't know, that means there's always lots of little nooks and crannies that are tucked away.
Yeah.
We even did something under the stairwell for Tom's, is it altos? No, it's the bigger one.
Baritone
Barry sax, okay. But it's just so much fun collaborating. I mean, even we figured out a way to get a pantry into the space because they were adding on a porch on the outside for the accessibility. So it's just working with Tom and Heidi and really getting to the nitty-gritty of every little inch of space. They wanted a place to sit, at a counter in their kitchen, but they needed a good space to function. And I think Tom's the cook, so we let him weigh in pretty heavily on what made sense on that sort of thing. So that's kind of the consideration, was just looking at those spaces and making them really function for them.
It looks like you did it.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
It's amazing. And I see houses all the time. I love it. Love it.
We're actually at the end of our time here. Is there anything real quick you want to say about how unique you are?
Well, a bed and breakfast, we try to offer an experience. And it's not just a hotel room. We have wine on check-in and chocolates, and we try to just cater to our guest needs with a full breakfast. We just want to be there for them.
Absolutely, and I do have a friend that did stay here, and she said that you guys thought of every detail.
Stuffed
everything.
French toast, bacon.
Yeah.
I'm booking.
So we're at the end of our time. Thank you so much, Dondi, and for having us here, Heidi. It was a real pleasure to visit. We're at the Buckingham Inn. Check it out yourself, maybe for some guests from out of town. Thank you. Thank you to all of our guests, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Girl Talk.